It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. Information technology and business are becoming inextricably interwoven. I don't think anybody can talk meaningfully about one without talking about the other. What's amazing is, if young people understood how doing well in school makes the rest of their life so much interesting, they would be more motivated. It's so far away in time that they can't appreciate what it means for their whole life. Intellectual property has the shelf life of a banana. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. I think it's fair to say that personal computers have become the most empowering tool we've ever created. They're tools of communication, they're tools of creativity, and they can be shaped by their user. If you have 50 different plug types, appliances wouldn't be available and would be very expensive. But once an electric outlet becomes standardized, many companies can design appliances, and competition ensues, creating variety and better prices for consumers. You may have heard of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. There's another day you might want to know about. Giving Tuesday. The idea is pretty straightforward. On the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, shoppers take a break from their gift buying and donate what they can to charity. If you go back to 1800, everybody was poor. I mean everybody. The Industrial Revolution kicked in, and a lot of countries benefited, but by no means everyone. Climate change is a terrible problem, and it absolutely needs to be solved. It deserves to be a huge priority. Software is a great combination between artistry and engineering. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. China adopted a capitalist system in the 1980s, and they went from a 60% poverty rate to 10%. If your culture doesn't like geeks, you are in real trouble. Research shows that there is only half as much variation in student achievement between schools as there is among classrooms in the same school. If you want your child to get the best education possible, it is actually more important to get him assigned to a great teacher and to a great school. The PC has improved the world in just about every area you can think of. Amazing developments in communications, collaboration, and efficiencies, new kinds of entertainment and social media, access to information, and the ability to give a voice to people who would never have been heard. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Bitcoin is mostly about anonymous transactions, and I don't think over time that's a good way to go. I'm a huge believer in digital currency, but doing it on an anonymous basis, I think that leads to some abuses, so I'm not involved in Bitcoin. The first rule of any technology used in a business is that automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. The second is that automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. The future of advertising is the internet. Effective philanthropy requires a lot of time and creativity, the same kind of focus and skills that building a business requires. Microsoft is not about greed. It's about innovation and fairness. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. In inner city, low-income communities of color, there's such a high correlation in terms of educational quality and success. In American math classes, we teach a lot of concepts poorly over many years. In the Asian systems, they teach you very few concepts very well over a few years. I spend a lot of time reading. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. We are not even close to finishing the basic dream of what the PC can be. Money has no utility to me beyond a certain point. I get more spam than anyone I know. The U.S. couldn't even get rid of Saddam Hussein, and we all know that the EU is just a passing fad. They'll be killing each other again in less than a year. I'm sick to death of all these fascist lawsuits. It's not about how much you read. It's about what you read. I never took a day off in my 20s, not one. It's fine to have high aspiration, but you also have to have a strategy that is thoughtful and practical. It's important to have a growth mindset to see effort as a path to mastery. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. It's not just about the ideas, it's about making them happen. If you are born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. Your success is measured by what you've done, compared to what you intended to do. If you are born with a talent, you should use it, and if you don't use it, you're wasting it. I believe in innovation, and that the way you get innovation is you fund research and you learn the basic facts. It's not about being the richest person in the world. It's about doing things that make a difference. I have been struck again and again by how important measurement is to improving the human condition. I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks.